guys, this is Yvonne.
And I'm Yazelle.
And welcome to Chismecito Time. Alright guys, so today we're going to be talking about something that's trending, which is like celebrity makeovers.
Yes.
Like glow ups, I guess. And we're going to start with the one and only Kris Jenner. Her facelift. Can we talk about her facelift?
Absolutely love.
Oh, dude, amazing. Isn't this like her third one or something?
Well, I don't know if it's her third one, but I've
think
never
three.
noticed that if she had one or two. I've
no,
never
she's
really
had,
noticed.
I for sure this is at least her second one, but I want to say it's number 3, but I could be wrong. But this one was like amazing.
Yes, like what are they doing? Who are they going with?
Yeah, apparently they named that doctor. I don't know if it's real, but
So it's one doctor?
I don't know his name, but they said that he's the one that did her facelift, and she looks so young.
She looks exactly like Kendall.
Yes.
Hey, they say that it's that they're drinking baby's blood too. I don't know.
Oh yeah.
I'm not saying that.
That's always been a thing on Hollywood, though. Like that's always been a Hollywood thing. Like they do a bunch
to
of
keep
stuff with
you
like
young.
babies. Yeah.
Ugh.
No, we're not diving into that one, guys. I don't know if that one's true.
I love a good conspiracy.
But for sure, her glow. Like I love Kris Jenner's facelift. Guys, there's
She
people
looks
that
amazing.
people need facelifts. Like there's people that actually need facelifts. Like
Well, at her age, right? Or you think like
right, because she's already what 60?
I want to say more, for sure she's over.
Yeah.
Let's find out.
I just feel like you can only do so much with fillers and Botox.
For so long. So do you think someone like my age would need a facelift already?
Right, not yet, but
Okay.
I mean, there's a lot of things we can do.
Not yet, not quite.
Not quite. There's a lot of things we could do to make our faces look better. And yes, we can do surgery, but like, do you need surgery? No. But I feel like starting in your 50s, you need a lift. Like, you just can't, depend on fillers and Botox all the time.
She's 69.
Wow. Okay. Yeah. She looks really
She
good.
was born November 5th, 1955.
Okay, yeah, she looks amazing. We gotta give it to her for sure. Okay, that
To
one's
her
a yes.
doctor.
We-
Yes, she looks amazing.
We love
Well,
her
like you
results.
said, it's her third or whatever, but I really hadn't really noticed that. Now it's noticeable.
No,
like,
for
now.
sure. Like back when I used to watch the first seasons of the Kardashians, she had a facelift back then for sure. So I know at least her second one, but I feel like sometimes you should.
She's 69.
Well, you should also get facelifts before you need them. Like you shouldn't do a facelift when your neck is like super saggy. It should be like
So that's why I was asking, what do you think is a good age? Like, am I ready for a facelift?
No, I think 50
is the question.
I think your first facelift at 50 is a good age.
50?
Yeah, I think that's a good. If you've maintained with fillers and Botox, 50 is a good age to start your facelifts.
And good skincare.
And good skincare. Our second celebrity we're going to talk about is Lindsay Lohan.
Amazing, too. Obsessed.
Yes, now they're saying she had a facelift. I don't think she had a facelift. I think she got like a really good doctor that did like really good lasers on her, Botox, fillers, and she's been eating better.
Mm-hmm.
She's off the drugs.
I think she had a facelift. Some sort of sorcery that happened there, because it's completely different.
Yeah, I think she just had a really good a few lasers. And
her skin even looks like so healthy. Like
no,
she
yeah,
looks so rejuvenated.
I really think that if you're never too late. How old is Lindsay Lohan?
She's probably our age.
Yeah, I don't think it's ever too late, guys, to start Botox and fillers.
But okay, let's talk about lasers a little bit, because
Yeah.
you mentioned laser. Like, what does the laser do?
I mean, you could do a laser to tighten your skin. You can do a laser to give you a glow. You can do lasers to like get rid of pigment, like if you're uneven pigment.
She's 38. She was born July 2nd, 1986.
Okay, so she's 38. Girls and guys, a lot of people start getting fillers and Botox at 38. She's not that late. I don't know why people make it seem like she looked horrible. Yeah, I think she had a downfall. I think she did a lot of, allegedly, a lot of drugs and alcohol and everything. But
Right.
I don't think she's that old that she needed a facelift. Like, I don't know why people are throwing her under the bus about a facelift.
Yeah. Drugs and alcohol really,
No, yes, but, it's never too late. Like, a 38-year-old can come get Botox and fillers and start working on her skin, and I think she could still look good,
yes.
Like, I don't think you need a facelift at 38.
I'm sure she got one.
I don't think she had a
Agreed.
facelift, guys. I think she just started taking care of herself. We're going to talk about Anne Hathaway.
Anne Hathaway. I think the same thing. I think there's like a top secret going on right now in Hollywood that there's something that they're getting. Like,
I just think Anne Hathaway has always looked good, and I think she probably started Botox a few years ago and fillers, and she's been doing it like very tastefully.
and they do have a meme of her where it's like before she had Botox, like how she looks better now than in like her younger, in her 20s or 30s.
Oh yeah, I think I look way better now than
Me
in
too.
my 20s and 30s. Yeah,
I look so
way
much
younger.
older.
Yeah.
We're not gonna put a picture before and after.
Yeah, I looked older in my 20s than now. But because of Botox and fillers, that's what I'm saying. It does work, guys, if you do it like with the right person and you do them good. Like, you could look good. You don't need a facelift at 38. I think
50 is a good age for them.
no, I just think like it's never too late to start fillers and Botox. If you start in your 30s, you can still look amazing, you know?
Right.
Yeah. But if you do it with the right person sometimes,
Which
you don't
is-
want to look like crazy either. We're going to talk about a celebrity that will not admit that she got Botox and fillers, but she definitely has to have Botox and fillers, is Jennifer Lopez.
Oh.
She's always saying that she only uses olive oil, that she doesn't use like fillers, Botox, but there's just no way.
But they've also put like they put pictures of her without like, you know, all the airbrush or whatever and the filters, and she looks pretty beat up.
Yeah, but she still needs Botox to maintain her face. Like, there's just no way you can go without Botox.
How old is she?
She's 50 something.
Yeah.
Yeah, you cannot look like, I don't care like about, you're talking about her pores, but
Right. I don't know. She just looks a little more natural to me. I do think she's gotten Botox at least, but I don't think she has filler or anything. You think she has filler?
100%. Like 100% she got filler and Botox.
I think the pictures, they just probably like filter her a lot, you know, or like edit her photos a lot.
No,
I wonder what she looks like in person, because they put pictures of her, like supposedly like raw footage of her, and she doesn't look that good. I mean, she's beautiful, I think. I don't really love her, but I think she's beautiful. But I don't know. I don't think she looks that
That's not
great.
up for debate. For sure she has fillers and Botox. Okay, we're going to talk about some guys. Like Brad Pitt. What do you think about Brad Pitt? You think he's had anything done?
Probably Botox. I don't think filler.
I don't know. I couldn't tell you. I don't know.
He's just not my favorite. I don't
What?
know.
Oh, I love Brad Pitt. Any age.
Yeah.
Any age, that man
He gets
is.
on my nerves.
Okay, and then Zac Efron.
Okay, he messed up his beautiful little face.
He was so hot.
I think he definitely has a lot of filler.
I don't know if it's filler. It, like his
Like
face
implants?
changed too much.
You think
Yeah.
he got like implants?
Yeah, I think. Yeah, it's too much. Too changed, I think.
Right, it got like too big from here. They said he had something happen to his jaw, like he had an incident with his jawline.
It's so crazy because remember we were watching his show and he was all natural and it was so much
love
fun
that
to watch. I
show.
love that show too. And then all of a sudden he's all deformed. I'm like, what the hell happened? And then Tom Cruise.
Tom Cruise is just like into some sort of weird, I don't know, Scientology.
Oh.
Yeah, well, he's a Scientologist, but
Oh.
I don't know what he does. I don't know what kind of baby
You know
blood
what
they
though? I
drink.
saw Mission Impossible, the new one, and his eyelids are a little bit droopy. Like, he could use a blef. Like he could get some skin removed.
But he looks exactly the same as like 30 years ago.
No, you could tell like his skin's a little crepey. Like he could use some skin weave. Like he could use some.
Let's see
stuff.
how old is this man. He looked like for his, like he's
No,
one
in the
that
movie
I'm like.
he did look older from his face. He really did. Like, ya le está pegando la edad. Like, yeah, it's already
He's
getting
62.
to him. Yeah.
He's 62
Well, he looks
years old.
really good. He looks really
He looks amazing. But you know what? I think he might also. You're right. Well, sí tiene muchas arrugas.
No, sí tiene.
Mm-hmm.
No, he did. Y luego his eyebrows were a little bit, like, uneven.
So you don't think he has anything? Like he just doesn't age?
No, I think he's gotten some stuff, but I can't tell. Maybe some lasers, maybe. I don't know about a facelift. I haven't paid attention that much to him, I guess. Okay, we're going to talk about some stuff that we think work and some things that don't work. Obviously, the first one on my list is olive oil because I've laughed at that since it came out with Jennifer Lopez. She has like a whole skincare line of olive oil. I'm like, there's no way. Like, you cannot.
And
live
she
off-
swears by that? Like that's...
yeah, that she doesn't do Botox. I don't understand why they can't admit it. Ariana Grande admitted she loves Juvederm and she loves Botox and she looks good. She's just a little too skinny, but I think her face looks good, you know, overall.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, I think she's talented. I don't like how she looks right now. She looks completely different than who she was.
Yeah, I don't love her weight loss journey, I guess. It's like too much.
Like
She's
she doesn't
pretty
look
from her
like
face.
well.
She doesn't
Like
look
healthy. So props to her for being honest.
Yes. I love that she's honest. I feel like I wish more celebrities were honest.
Right. And people in general, I mean,
Mhm.
I don't know why people don't admit it. I love to admit like what I get done, or I'm not a gatekeeper. Like, oh no, I'm naturally.
I think people are embracing more Botox and fillers, especially like people like her. Also, Kylie Jenner, when she admitted that she had lip fillers, I think a lot of people started accepting lip fillers.
Yeah, but I think at first she didn't, right?
At first she didn't, and then she had to say it because they were so big. And then all of a sudden, she's dissolving, and everybody wants to dissolve. That's probably the only thing I don't like about trends, that everybody wants to jump on it, and that's the part I don't understand. Like, I feel like if you want big lips, own it. Like, just get them done.
They're a game changer. Like lips are,
Oh
game
yeah.
changer. And I don't really like Kylie, like how she looks now with being all dissolved. Like she should have just stuck to
I don't think she dissolved. I think she let them go, and she still has stuff for sure. Like, there's no way. She never looked like that. Like,
No,
there's
she
still
didn't.
some stuff in there, but she doesn't want to admit it. It's fine. I think she got criticized for it so much that she doesn't want to admit that she still has stuff.
Oh, I see.
But she looks good.
Like she got more of a natural look, but she still obviously
she still has stuff.
Yes.
Yeah, like me, I have tons of fillers and Botox, but I'm still trying to like look natural. But you can still look natural and have a lot of stuff.
Yeah. It's addicting too. Like I'm already thinking of my next filler. Like, where do I need it?
Yeah, same.
I'm like,
I have a few lined up. I have a few ideas lined up. Skincare in general. You're obsessed with skincare.
I love skincare. Which it's so true. Like the more you take care of your face, and we have this motto like, or less filters, more fillers. And it's so true. Like I started, getting my Botox, and like it's kind of maintenance every 3 months. And then I got filler, and then I'm like big on my skincare routine now. And I've seen like so before I didn't want to take any pictures without a filter.
Right.
And now I have a few selfies.
Yay!
Without a filter, I'm like,
Hallelujah.
oh my god, am I wearing a filter there?
Yeah.
So now even I took a video earlier with a filter, and I'm like, we look ugly. I want the natural.
And she never believed me.
No, yeah, but it's true. Like it's changed. It's done a lot to me, to my face and confidence. Like I'm not where I want to be yet, but I think yes, and I love my skincare.
I think we've talked about this. She was looking through my phone. She's like, "You don't have any filters," and I'm like, "I don't use filters."
I
but
was
not
like,
because
what?
I'm so perfect. Because I try to like look like a walking filter, I guess.
Right, and you don't
like
want
my goal is to look
catfish.
Yeah.
And then when people see Yvonne in person, they're like, "Oh my God, you're so beautiful! Like you look prettier in person." Like than. And with me, it's opposite.
No,
I'm kidding, but
no, it's not opposite. Like you don't want to have like all the pictures filtered and then you look nothing like yourself. Yeah.
Right, like you know what? I was looking at remember when Snapchat was like the first thing with filters? And I just look at some like memories and it's so cringy. Yes.
The dog one is the most cringy.
Oh, well, the dog one's even cute, but there's one that like when it was the flowers and then the dog one. Okay, those are cute. But then like when those went away and it was like an actual filter, like, but it would make your eyes all like googly, like all big, like it's weird. I hate those pictures now. I'm like,
do you
those Snapchat
remember
filters.
also when like it was Snapchat and then like Instagram started putting filters and everybody's like, I don't like the Instagram filter because they were like more like real, I guess. And then now everybody's obsessed with Instagram.
I love Instagram, but I really never loved Snapchat. I don't have Snapchat, by the way.
Snapchat is for cheaters. I've always said that.
Yeah, I think
That's
so
something
too.
I always say.
I love Instagram.
Yeah.
I don't think I'll ever get tired of it. And I like TikTok, but I'm not like...
And are you open to plastic surgery? Like, are you open if you needed it?
Yes.
For your face?
For my face, it's a little more like scary. Like I would have to do a lot of, really like, not investigation, like a research. And just see like, someone that's very prestigious and someone that has a lot of experience.
Yeah.
And I would have to see a lot of
before and afters. Yeah. Which is important for you to do your research on for your face.
I wouldn't just go anywhere.
Right. And what about threads? We're talking about threads. You want to do threads? You believe in threads? You believe they work?
I don't, but you told me about them, and I thought maybe I should. You've been wanting to do some on me.
It's because I think threads work on people that you just want to like pull a little bit of skin, but like you do want to fill the face with volume, but sometimes it's like you want to start actually like doing a little bit of lifting. So we were talking about threads,
Right.
which I think they do work, but I don't think they're for everybody.
But do they last long?
Yeah, they last a year. That's another thing I wanted to say. Like all these trendy stuff on TikTok, like not everything is for everybody and not everything works. But people see it on TikTok and they're like the Sculptra. Everybody wants Sculptra. I'm like, do you even know what it does? No, but I saw it on TikTok. I'm like,
Or the
masseters?
Yes.
That's true. Same thing. Masseters. Everybody wants masseters. I'm like, for what? Oh, I heard it slims your face. They don't even understand it and they're asking for it. Or yeah, the trendy stuff. Yeah, it gets annoying because then you have to like, no, you don't need that. Look, you should get this. Like it kind of gets like a
Right.
little bit. Yeah, just because TikTok told me. Like yeah.
And I think some people don't know, because like me even working here now, it's been 7 months, and
Uh-huh.
I'm still like, I remember the first time you told me, oh, you need Botox, and I've said the story before that I was like so like offended, like what?
Yeah.
Like, and now I do that all the time to people, and not to be mean, but you know, just because I'm like, oh, you need a little here and there, and I'm always like analyzing people's faces, but I'm still like not 100% like sure of what I need. So I'll grab you or Betsy or Brenda, like, guys, where do I need filler? Like, tell me, or, you know?
Yeah.
I'm still kind of, like, learning, like, what I need.
And I think sometimes you'll get a different answer from each nurse here because we each have a different point of view.
Or different things bother me. Like Betsy told me, what bothers you the most? Or Brenda told me, what bothers you the most? I'm like, okay, what bothers me is, like, when I look down, like, here. Sí, como que tengo la piel, you know? Like
a little loose here?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And this, I want it to be more stretched. Like, I want that jawline.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody wants that jawline.
Everybody wants the jawline.
So I think filler, you were telling me that if I continue to get filler more, it'll weigh it down, or if I get...
No, you just need a lot, like, because you need to even this out. Like, this is deep, so you need to bring this enough to where it's like, you know, it just...
Like even?
Yeah.
Or no, I had said that I wanted to remove my buccal fat,
Uh-huh.
and then you said it wasn't good, right? For me?
I think at your age, it's not good anymore. Because you're already starting to hollow naturally, and if you take out your buccal, then you're going to be really hollow from here. And then later, you're going to be adding filler.
Okay.
If that makes sense.
So everyone's different. Every face is different.
Yes.
You need to get and not go with a trend because not everything's gonna go with you. So you need to get advice from your healthcare professional.
Now lasers, they're something else that really works too, guys. Remember, there's like so many different type of lasers. There's lasers that form collagen. There's lasers that get rid of pigment. There's lasers that help with skin laxity. There's there's just so many lasers. There's CO2 lasers, like for scarring. Like
right.
So there's
because people have different problems. Like some people may have acne, and then they want to get rid of their acne scars. That's what bothers you more for your face, you know. And for me in particular, it's like I want an anti-aging. Like I don't want to look older.
But lasers are same thing. You have to do a few. You can't just do one and expect miracles. Like it's like a few sessions, just like Botox. It's a few sessions. Like you have to be coming all the time.
Botox is maintenance. It's like we get
you
our
gotta
nails
do it
done
every 3-4 months. Fillers, you gotta do them every year or whatever you're trying to accomplish. Yeah.
So what do you think is the most effective thing though out of everything? Like the instant or the fastest way to get
I still
results?
think Botox, guys, number one. Botox is still like number one, like game changer. Like for sure, it's like
more than filler.
Yes, Botox is like everybody needs to get on Botox.
It's the holy grail.
It's the holy grail. It's like the foundation, I think, of beauty, I guess.
Beauty and youth.
Yes, no, for sure. I think that Botox is the only thing that really, really stops aging.
Okay, and what age do you recommend for people, or you think people can start on Botox?
I think people should start Botox around 30, but there's people at 25 that are already getting like marked, so those people need to start earlier.
Okay, so mid-20s.
It just depends on your skin. Like I've met 30-year-olds that have no wrinkles. I've met 25-year-olds that already have like literally
The
it's like a
expression.
whole, yeah, it's like a whole line here, like deep line. So that person probably needs to start at 25. Like whenever he sees those lines for me, he should start earlier. If I just had to put a number on it, it would be 30. But like I said, some people need it earlier. And then right now it's trendy to get a cute little brow lift, to get a lip flip in your 20s, 2021,
And
22.
that's all done with Botox.
Yes.
And then, can you just explain briefly, like, what Botox, like, is? Because I
Mhm.
get this question a lot, and I'm sure you've gotten it
Yeah.
more your entire
Yeah, yeah,
life.
yeah.
Like, how much is it for Botox? Like, people think that there's
Like
one
per
set
unit.
price.
Per unit.
Well, yeah, people. That's what people don't
So
know.
Botox is sold per unit,
Okay.
and we have a list in our website that tells you like each area, like what it starts at, like the amount, the lowest, and then the highest for the area. Um, like the area between your brows, usually that takes 20 units.
Okay.
So then it's 20 times whatever price the practice has it on. So if a practice sells it at $10 a unit, it's 20 times 10, so it's $200. Yeah, so that's how Botox works. Your like there's areas like your upper lip that one only takes 4 units.
Mm.
So then it'd be like 40 times 10 or whatever.
Yeah, because that's a big, like, a huge question that people don't understand. They think it's
Right.
like, oh, one price for Botox. Like, no. So it's sold per unit, and depends how many units each person needs.
Mm-hmm. And each
Oh.
area. Mm-hmm. Now everything is not FDA approved. Like your forehead is FDA approved. Like there's an approval. Like the FDA is like, yes, do this amount. The forehead's approved. Between your brows is approved. Crow's feet is approved too. Right now they just got approval on platysmal bands and jawline, and that's all that has approval. Everything else is off label.
So lip
Lip is off label.
on your nose.
Your nose is off label. DOAs are off label. Masseters are off label.
And there's so many things you can do with Botox, though, right?
Yes, migraines.
So that's off label too.
Because there's just so many ways to do it, and they don't actually have a protocol for it, so it doesn't have FDA approval. But it doesn't mean that it can't go in those areas.
So it goes where? In your temples? For
Migraines? No, and for the migraines, it could go on your temples. They can inject all the scalp, your forehead, everywhere. Your traps.
wow.
That's done with a neurologist most of the time.
What's the weirdest place someone has ever gotten Botox?
Well, I heard from a doctor, from a GYN doctor, that
Oh.
she used to inject Botox in the bladder of females that were like, not incontinent, but like, they were like frequently going to the restroom because it's a muscle. And she would put a little Botox in the bladder muscle, and then when I get the sphincter of the bladder, and then like they would go normal. Cause
What?
as they got older, like they had to go to the restroom all the time, but they didn't. It was just their bladder overacting. Like they didn't really need to empty it out. So she would put Botox, like on that bladder area, so that it would calm down
Wow.
and then be normal. I've heard of naughty places people who have put Botox.
Tell us.
Well-
Mic up, volume up.
So I've heard of like supposedly like gay men have put it in their like back there to relax their sphincter, their anal sphincter. So that I guess sex is
I love
more,
all the proper words.
so I guess like the sex is more like pleasurable, I guess. I don't know.
What?
I don't know. Like it's easier.
Where'd
to,
you hear this? Just kidding.
It's a thing.
Allegedly.
Allegedly, I've heard that.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So the butthole.
Yes, the butthole.
Beep. Paulina's like, okay, I have a lot of edits to do.
She's like, why are you using all proper terms? I'm like, what the heck? I'm all trying to be proper. She's
I'm
all,
like, en la
"Pero."
cola. Cheers to that. A lot of people get Botox in their underarms when
Oh,
they're
yeah.
sweaty.
For
when
sweating.
they sweat. Have you noticed sometimes people like will sweat so much, like their shirt's all wet?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And,
Yeah,
and
it
some
relaxes
people
the
are
sweat glands.
embarrassed, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So then they don't sweat for like a certain amount of time.
And then, just for the people that may or may not ask, about how many units does it take in
It can
that
take
area?
up to 50 units per armpit.
Oh wow!
Yeah. So it can get a little pricey. if you're like a chronic sweater, you need 50 units per area. For instance, it's gonna be like $1,000.
A chronic sweater. I love you today.
Okay, you love my
If you're
proper
a chronic
speech.
sweater.
If you
I'm like, si te suda.
It's called chronic
Si te sudan los
sweat.
sobacos.
She's like, why are you so smart all of a sudden? We were also going to talk a little bit about red light therapy, which I believe that it works. It's more like preventive also. It's not like super strong, but I do use red light therapy at home. I have a little wand with red light. And our facials, after our facials, they Cynthia uses red light on our patients.
What does it do? Like it stimulates.
Yeah, it's supposed to stimulate collagen and stuff. And then
I've
there's
seen,
also like blue light, but that one's like to kill bacteria, I guess, for like acne and stuff.
Oh. I've seen they have a mask at Sephora, and it's really expensive.
Yeah.
And usually I don't know why we think sometimes if it's really expensive, it must work.
No, I heard they work, yeah.
Yeah, it's a mask and it's red light.
Yeah. Yeah, it stimulates supposedly a lot of collagen.
What about peptides?
Okay, so I'm big on peptides, but they're not FDA approved either. Yeah, there's a lot of controversy on peptides, but I use a lot of peptides. Like I inject myself, but yeah, they're not FDA approved. So that's why we don't sell them here at the office, but I feel like they're gonna be FDA approved soon. But they basically mimic some of the functions on your body already. Like if you're supposed to form something in your body and your body's not forming it anymore, it stimulates the gland or whatever to do it, and then you're all of a sudden forming stuff that you weren't forming before. There's just a bunch of stuff that our body, as it ages, it forms less of. So it's like stimulating your body to produce more of what it's not producing.
Speaking of collagen, what about collagen?
I love
So-
collagen. I drink
Like-
collagen every single day. Liquid, sometimes
Powder.
pills, powder, any kind I could take it in. It also helps your joints. So I do believe in collagen. I take a lot of supplements. Anything I can get my hands on. I'm like big on it. So yeah, I do take collagen every day. So yeah.
And I think that when you take care of yourself, like it's a combination of everything, you
Yeah.
know? Like sometimes we can't pinpoint exactly what's working
Right.
because we do so much.
Same, yeah, and like our vitamin shots.
Our
I
Wellness
love
Wednesday.
Our Wellness Wednesday shots, yeah. I take about 3 or 4 of them on the list, and yeah, I mean, I think they're working because I feel great and I look great, and I believe that they work. But I couldn't, I also
Yeah.
couldn't tell you like it's because of this one. Yeah, no.
No, but it's true because like I know my body really well, and I already know when something's off. Like I know,
Yeah.
and I got a shot of which one was it that I absolutely loved, lipomino,
Uh-huh.
and it really curbed my appetite because I'm a big snacker, and I've said it. Like I get home,
And she's bad, guys. Like
I
super
get
bad.
home and I'm like, oh, I want something
Tacos,
sweet.
chimichanga, what the?
Close that place down, so no more chimichangas.
Thank God. Sheesh.
But no, like sweets, okay, and like and it never fails that I get home from work and I'm tired, but I'm also hungry, and I was always like snacky, and I took that one, and I swear I got home and I'm like, oh, I can go to sleep without eating or snacking. So I loved it,
Good.
and I could tell that it was that shot.
Yeah, because sometimes you do them like by themselves, so you know it.
Right.
It was that one, yeah.
You also like to get the glutathione for your
That one
skin
is
to
for your
be.
glowy skin, yeah. Yeah. Which I'm super sunburned. I
I'm
went
getting
to
that one
Austin.
tomorrow.
I went to Austin this weekend and I
We
got
saw you.
I got a big tan this weekend.
I like it.
Living it up.
Yvonne wants to move to Austin, guys.
No, not permanently at all. No. I think I would do a little bit of a commute. I said it in the
The last time we were
interview
there,
that I wanna open a clinic.
She
over there.
said, I want to have a house right there.
I do want to have a lake house. I want to have a lake house in Austin. I'm going to have a lake house in the next 5 years. And I'll like live here mainly, but I'll go visit
To your
a
lake
lot.
house every weekend.
Not every weekend, maybe one weekend a month. It's not gonna be that bad.
Okay.
And then I can Airbnb at the resort time.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. But yeah, I want to have a clinic over there. That's happening in the near future, guys. I'm so excited.
Well, I finished my drink.
Oh,
You didn't finish
I
yours.
didn't. I talked too much. I was being too professional and talking too much.
I love it.
Okay, guys, thank you so much for hearing our little chatter today.
That was
I hope
fun.
you guys learned a lot of from Botox and fillers.
I hope you guys all call and make your appointment. To
And
get your
use
Botox.
good skincare, guys. Like, there's a big difference between like medical skincare and like just store brand skincare. There's a big difference. Like there's like literally scientific research behind like the products that we sell here, are, you know, in a lot of clinics, a lot of doctors' offices, there's a lot of research behind it, and it's worth it. Even if the price tag's a little higher, it's worth it, I promise.
Right. I always recommend, like, if you come get a facial, we always have like samples. Because they are pricey, but they're worth every single penny. And if you come get a facial, you can get a sample and sample out the product before you commit to buying like a $200 face cream, a $200 face cream. But yeah, they're really, really worth it.
No, it's true. Like we have a vitamin C that I've been using for 10 years, and I mean, I think it shows. Just I'll get all mad when they do my makeup.
My makeup artist did her makeup one time, and she's like, "Oh my God, the makeup's melting like butter into your skin." And I'm like, "Well, you've never told me that ever." She's like, "Your skin's so beautiful." She kept talking about her skin. I was like,
And she's like, "I'm not gonna stop using good skincare until she tells me."
Yes, until that makeup melts into my skin. I do love makeup though. Like, that's something that I really don't wanna.
Oh, she doesn't want to give up makeup, and I've given up makeup.
Yvonne hardly wears makeup.
Yeah.
She has her lashes, a little bit of blush, and me, no. I love my makeup routine.
It's weird though. She'll wear like full glam, and then the next day no makeup. I'm like, that doesn't make any sense.
I need to give my little skin a break.
Well, thank you for joining,
Thank you,
guys. And we'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.